Hi, everybody.
Hold on, I was doing a hair thing.
Are you doing a hair thing?
Yeah, I'll probably use it
Take
anyway.
two.
I have great hair for an old guy.
Okay, you
Let's
do,
be
actually.
honest.
You
Yeah.
do. You do.
I mean, it's fine. It's getting a little higher like that.
Are we going to say hello?
Yeah, I thought you started already.
Oh, did we? Hi, everybody.
They know my hair's great.
You do have great hair. Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
So today we are just going to do a quick drive down Irlo Bronson. This is what I refer to kind of as the tourist strip here in the Disney area. You know, I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and we used to have like kind of the ocean front, and that's where you see the souvenir shops, the big, you know,
The
discount
psychics.
T-shirts, the psychics, and that's kind of where we are. So this is really just driving down this road. Now I have to tell you something about this road. I don't know if you remember the story or not.
I don't know.
Ooh, there's a reflection. So when we were moving here,
Yes.
and Jason calling me again.
Okay.
I wish.
Not
Anyway,
really. Okay.
not really. Okay.
Hey, what? But by the way, when people are watching this,
Yes.
guess where you'll be?
I'll be.
You'll be in Austin, Texas.
Looking at Jason.
Soon. You'll be soon.
Listening.
Get the date. We're recording this earlier, obviously, because
yeah.
we're not in Austin, Texas right
No,
now.
I'm not.
But Amy's going to see Jason Mraz
I
in
am.
Austin, Texas. Okay, so tell us
anyway.
what you're going to tell us.
Okay, so when we were moving here, you had come to do all of the initial research and driving around, finding the right area for us, which you did choose Winter Garden.
Yes.
Thank you, by the way. That was awesome. My job then was to come down and choose the actual house. So he kind of chose a few communities in the area, and then I flew down separately because I needed to, to kind of pick and choose the actual house, right?
Right.
Well, my hotel was along Irlo Bronson. Now, keep in mind, I didn't know anything about anything and where anything was in relation to anything. And I thought that this was like where our home was going to be. And I was like, this is horrible.
Which it's fine.
It's like there's 3 lanes. You're never going to be able to get on the road. Our kids are going to learn to drive here.
Yes.
This is horrible. It's tourist strip. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then obviously I realized that yes, indeed, this is kind of the touristy strip area, which you can tell because each street is kind of got a number on it. Kind of like for the bus stop.
Yeah.
Plus it's like, okay, where your hotel, that might be on, 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is actually, I think in our last video, we talked about our failed attempt at having a nice family. It wasn't failed attempt. It was just an interrupted
But that's the way
attempt.
that goes.
Such is life. It was originally supposed to be Joe's Crab Shack, which is going to be up here on the left. And then beside it is a Mexican restaurant called Chewy's.
I'm glad he's turning because
I
it's
am
like
too.
the whole
Like,
video is
the
going to
whole
be
video is
this,
like putt,
whatever
putt,
that
putt
vehicle
behind.
is.
I don't know.
It's like, it's concrete. So that's one of those concrete cranes. So they pump the concrete to do the foundation on the house. So it was housing
Thank
related.
you, sir. We appreciate it. Okay.
So here's the thing. That was a great, what a great setup for our topic for the day, which is should you move to be near Disney? And that was our whole thing. Was do you want to live by Disney? And that was sort of our thing. We were moving because my job was in Orlando.
Flowers.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Who's honking?
It's Tourons.
Yeah, we'll talk about Tourons in a minute. So this is the idea: this is a touristy area. People that live here generally don't come to these areas very often.
No.
But so the idea is, we were thinking, do we want to move to Disney? We had to move for my job, but did we want to be on the side of town where Disney was? Disney is how we as a family marked the time.
Yeah.
While our kids were growing up, we had our Disney trips, and we know it's like. We knew the ages of our kids by what Disney trip it was.
Yeah.
So,
there's Margaritaville. Can we just point that out?
Yeah, that's like the water park for Margaritaville. So if you stay at Margaritaville, you have access to the water park. For us, it was all about, okay, well, wouldn't it be great to live by Disney? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
And no. So we're going to do point counterpoint today because we have so many people that call, and one of the questions we ask is, are you Disney people? Because it matters. Some people are like, please keep me as far away from Disney as possible. Some people are like, yes, I want to be right by Disney. And we always talk about feel of areas. Does this not feel like
this
the
feels
touristy area?
Yeah, exactly. There's just a lot of traffic. Lots of shops. Look, there you go. The big old gigantic gift shop and all your hotels, and you've got more souvenir shops shaped like castles and
Yeah, there's a big mini golf place up here.
Which is, I mean, it's great.
Awesome.
But it's definitely very touristy. This is where a lot of people, they get their hotel. They stay off of the Disney property. It's still close enough to it that they can access it.
And you can get a Disney T-shirt on this road for $5.99.
And probably some discount tickets.
Probably,
Say all these little kiosks that no one's ever in. But anyway.
But I think it must work.
Yeah. But by the way, working with clients, just as a little sidebar, if you take these side streets, there's actually communities that are kind of nestled back in there that are like, they're zoned short-term rental. It doesn't mean that everyone that lives there is a renter. Right. There are some people that is their primary, residence, but they are zoned short-term rental. So there are a lot of homes that, people just keep it as, maybe it was their original home and they moved and they keep it now as an investment property.
And that's a topic we'll do on another day, which is the way people vacation in homes. So there are people that stay on Disney property. There's people that rent a home. There's people that do Airbnb. Right. There's every way you want to stay. So this area is built for people to do short-term rentals nearby. So let's do point counterpoint. So if I want to live near the magic because it will be magical all the time, that's my point, and I will argue, yes, it actually is kind of magical. I saw on New Independence Parkway, I didn't tell you about this, there was a family that was pulled over in one of the little construction areas. They pulled up their minivan and their kids were sitting on top of the minivan, and I was like, what are they doing? The fireworks were about to happen. So they had a brilliant view of the fireworks from where they were.
See marker 5. I just want to point that out so that you'll see. And by the way, at the Big Wizard gift shop.
The Big Wizard. That's and there's a mermaid one, and there's a bunch of them.
But those markers, I wanted to just point out so that if you're here, it's a good way for if you're walking to somewhere, you'll know where you are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it is magical to live here. Very often there are things that happen that don't happen anywhere else. Even as silly as it sounds. Occasionally you see someone that works at Disney or Universal and they're in their work clothes. Yeah. And it's just cool. It's like, it's right here. People from all over the world are coming here. That's cool. Yeah. So that's my point. Give me the counterpoint.
Ooh, counterpoint. Well, first of all, living by Disney is great. So I have to agree with you. But I will say, so for us, there was the experience of Disney, the planning for that vacation, the getting the plane tickets and the getting the kids their new rolling suitcases and all of their new Disney outfits and things like that. There's an excitement, like the pre-vacation excitement, that when you live here, it's in your backyard. So you're grateful that it's in your backyard, but you do kind of miss some of the excitement of going away on vacation. However, flip-flop it, being here.
By the way, take that exit if you can. If you get over
to
there.
The right?
Yeah, it's in 1 mile. Let's go to Disney World. Let's go.
Okay.
Because we live right here by Disney. We just passed the Reedy Creek Boulevard entrance, so you know you're near Disney. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. So, so having, living here and then having your annual passes, your resident passes, like if you've got other friends and family that come to visit at Disney, like they're coming on vacation, it's a lot easier for me just to go, I'll go meet you over at, Hollywood Studios for, a funnel cake or something. Yep. I haven't done that in a while, but it is nice to be able to do that.
And that's a bummer, by the way. It's a bummer. We haven't been to Disney in a long time partly because we're busy, but that's a bummer. So we were talking about this a little bit. I like to say there is magic there, but you have to fight for the magic. You have to create events or people coming to town or whatever it is, because it's easy to say. So one of the pros. So point. We can just pop over anytime we want, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Okay, right. But what does that do to the magic? If you can just pop over.
Well, that's what I said. There's the build up and the excitement of I'm getting to go to Disney World. But then again, think about our client that just closed the other day, right? So he's the manager of a company that's actually based on the West Coast. Yep. So he was talking, he just closed, and he's talking about how he's going to be able to go to Animal Kingdom and set up and find a good Wi-Fi spot and work
from the Animal Kingdom. Okay, that's freaking cool.
That's
Mike,
amazing.
Well done.
Right? So,
that's
I mean, there's,
True.
And I like that where we live, I do think that's one of the reasons I love Winter Garden so much, is because you are in the backyard of Disney, but you're in the residential area. So you get that benefit. You get those fireworks. Yep. We just saw the fireworks the other night. We went to the new home that we're building. We went to go see if we'd be able to see the fireworks from it.
And the answer is kinda.
Not really.
Upstairs.
It's,
You can hear them because they're right over there.
Go again? Do you want me to go to Disney?
Go to.
I'm sorry.
let's just pop over to Disney World. See, that's cool. That's never not cool.
We're just driving.
Okay.
So let's just go to Disney.
Okay, so point.
Yes, sir.
So this is Central Florida based, not as much. Okay, we're going to talk about Tourons in a minute, because if you see that car right there, and that one, holy moly! Okay, let's jump to.
Let's go to Touron.
Let's jump to. Okay, so it's nice. Point. It's nice to be near Disney, and you're not a tourist. We're skipping because you just saw what we're going to talk about.
Jeez.
Holy. Okay, so it's nice to know the area. You're not a tourist. It's there's a lot more around Disney to do when you live here. When you're not planning your stuff day by day by day.
Where do you want me to go from here, Bev?
Let's go to.
I don't want to appear to be a Touron.
No, I know. Let's just go to Magic Kingdom. Let's go. I mean, we're not gonna go. Go to the Grand Floridian. We'll take that back road. I'll show you.
Okay. So you should we go to the left here?
No, you're going straight.
Okay. Oh, this one.
So,
Yeah.
So tourists. So when you're not a tourist, it's great. Counterpoint. So the word Touron. Touron, right there. Thank you, sir, because you have done us a service. Okay, Touron is not my word. Okay, I did a training. I did training for. I did training for a group of nurses from Orlando Health. My best friend Daryl and I do a lot of customer service training, and we did a thing for nurses from Orlando Health. And one of the nurses said they have their own code for little minor fender benders. And no one's really hurt, but they don't make light of it. It's like if there's not a big injury. But they said Touron, which is a combination of tourist and moron. So, Touron. No, it is. Funny. Here's what these Tourons will do. And by the way, we love the tourists. We love them. They're the basis of our economy. But you saw 3 examples of it right there. And I mean, we didn't plan that.
No.
But people will stop on the interstate.
They have to have a sign at the Mickey entrance. Do not stop and take a photo here, because literally people will just stop in the middle of the road.
But there's a lot of roads you don't know where you're going, right? They're looking at their phones and they're like, "Oh, we're supposed to go there." Just like you saw that truck go. They crossed 3 lanes of traffic, but the worst ones, literally, I have seen major accidents happen because someone is in a 3-lane interstate road and they stop in the center lane because they need to get to an exit. And they're like, "Am I supposed to go there? Am I supposed to not?" And so it's so magical. I'm being serious, by the way.
Yeah.
They're focused on, we got to get to Disney, we got to get to Universal, wherever we're going. They just stop in the middle of the road. Also, everything I said about it not being magical because we live here. It's
magical.
It is. Look at that. The Tower Terrace sign.
We live here.
We live here. This is awesome. You should live here too. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, but so having to deal with the tourists, by the way, wonderful, because it is the heart of our economy.
And we are so happy that it's back and that the parks are open.
Yes.
But I will say it is exhausting driving for everyone else. And that is a huge anxiety thing that I have, which is that, like now, I feel like I have to be driving and paying attention for everyone else that's actually supposed to be operating their own vehicle.
And now let's go inside the marriage. Let's go inside the marriage. You notice how Amy's always driving? You know why that is? Because Amy has road anxiety, and I'm not a bad driver. I'm not. But if anyone else is driving, she's like, it's true. You know it's true. And it's stressful for me too, because she has anxiety. So she has to drive, because otherwise it freaks her out. So
I'm going to share more marriage details.
Well, sure.
Be careful.
It happens to every guy.
Careful what you open up.
It happens to everyone. I just kidding. Okay, that was a little.
What?
They got it. It was a funny joke.
I think I missed it. Okay.
At my expense.
Okay.
Anyway, so Epcot up here to the right. We see the monorail now is over there. So we're deep in the heart of Disney. Okay, nice. Okay, let's go back to our list.
Okay.
The Disney influence, because we had to go to Tourons. We were going to talk about weather. So Central Florida weather is great.
Fabulous. Look at this day.
I say all the time, it's paradise for 10 months. So that's the point. It's paradise for 10 months. Counterpoint, there are 12 months in a year. It's hot.
It is hot.
Now, I will say,
it is a wall.
It's been hotter. It's been hotter up north and out west than it has been here. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's true. We could have a longer conversation about things are getting warmer.
Where do you want me to go, by the way, again?
You're going to go, follow it like you're going to the Grand Floridian. We don't want Magic Kingdom parking, is my point, because we don't want to pay $185 for parking. By the way, if you get an annual pass, get the one that comes with free parking, assuming they still have that one. Because you'll save the money on the pass just in the parking if you pop over. So anyway, it's very hot. So Point, the weather is gorgeous 10 months a year.
Look at this.
Counterpoint, it's hot.
Although we may have to be doing this too in a minute. Is the road blocked?
No, we're good. They're just. No, it's look, it's because that person's coming all the way over.
Oh my gosh, and he's
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you again. Another one. I mean, they're so excited and they're honking. Everyone's so happy. It's the happiest place on earth. The happiest place on earth is after you park, because it's not the happiest. I love that this video has proven us to be right just by being here. Okay, right. So
I am so stressed right now.
So Point, Disney influence. So businesses here are in. This is a positive. Businesses are influenced by Disney. Disney is one of the greatest customer service training organizations in the world. They do a very good job of it. Now, and people will say, "Well, I went there and they weren't this or that." Yeah, because you're holding up to the world-class standard. So sometimes, yes, they fall short of the world-class standard occasionally, but their standard is here. Yeah. The standard at most businesses is here. So that influence, you notice it other places. Publix supermarket is the sort of Central Florida supermarket. They up their game. They're all about customer service. They have to be, because if you go to Disney and everyone's super nice and wonderful. By the way, Disney's back. The parking lot is full. It's filling anyway. So, you're just coming up here, and then you're gonna go. Just take a left, because we'll go past the Grand Floridian, and you're gonna basically make a loop and go back the other way.
Okay. So I could go back down though, and hit Legato.
You can do what you feel if you know where you are. So where we are now, if you go to the right, we're Wilderness Lodge. We go forward, we're the Contemporary Resort, and if we go to the left, we're Grand Floridian, Polynesian, whatever. And the so do what you feel.
Okay. You just keep talking.
Okay, that's what I do. So the Disney influence as a positive is a lot of businesses have to live up to that. Counterpoint, Disney influence. Disney has a major. Now this could be positive or negative. Major political influence, because it's the driving hub of the economy. Almost nothing gets decided in a way that Disney would not like. By the way, Transportation and Ticket Center. There you go. So everyone's coming in. Welcome back, everybody. I got a little teary just then.
We got to open the park that time. Remember?
We did. So yeah. So quick digression. We were at the park one day. We had just two at the time, right? Our two oldest were little. 5 and 6. We'd been here before, and I'd seen. Yeah, we loved Polynesian. I saw a guy grab. Yep, exactly. I saw a guy grab a family and let them be the family of the day to open the park, to drop the rope, to open the park. So we came the next day. I found that guy, and I said, "Do you have a family of the day yet?" And he said, "Well, we do, but they haven't shown up yet. So wait right there." So they got to drop the rope and throw pixie dust and the whole thing, and everyone's like, "This is Forrest and Alyssa from Yorktown, Virginia." That was cool. That was cool. I got dad points that day.
You did get dad points. You always did, though, by the way.
That's
always
true.
Do. So you always take care of us.
Disney golf courses in front of us. The Palm, Magnolia, and Oak Trail golf courses are there.
The stop sign. I'm just making
Amy's making sure she's not a Touron.
Just gotta pay attention.
Again, we love. By the way, junior tournament happening over there.
By the way, I mean, it is a real thing, as you witnessed multiple times in this video, and you do have to be careful and pay attention everywhere. You just do, but we've all been there too. I mean, everybody right now watching has probably been driving somewhere, and you just don't know where you're going, and so there's that moment of that was the exit crap, and so we get it, we understand, we still love you. But I will say, in all seriousness, be on your game.
Yes.
If you are driving and you were at Disney and you've rented a car, please make sure that the driver is focused on driving and that the passenger is the one that is looking at the navigational and giving directions, so that you literally cannot take your eyes off the road.
So clearly, junior tournament happening here, and a kid on the tee box. His swing is 95,000 times better than my golf swing, and he's like 10. Wow. Dad on the bag. That's cool. Okay.
Where do you want me to go? Anywhere?
Just keep going straight.
Okay.
Yeah. Straight as you can, So that's Bear Island Road, by the way. So if you go out, that will connect you to Western Way. I'm not sure if you're allowed to be on that road or not, but I know the Bear Island connects to Western Way, and you can do that if you want. You can go back Western Way. We'll go back toward the thing. 'Cause, I mean, I think we're almost done. I just want to. Another pro. So you're going around that way because you're not going to the gas station. Another pro of moving here. Lots of new people. So if you're feeling like I want to move here, especially where we work and sell homes and deal in real estate, everyone's new. So it's not like with your kids or anything, it's not like everyone you meet is not going to have the same experience. We all have the same experience. Right. It is one of my favorite things about the Orlando area is it's very cosmopolitan in the sense that there are people from all over the world here. You meet so many different perspectives and just different cultural backgrounds and everything. It's for me, it's a fantastic place to raise your kids and have them meet people and fit in quickly because everybody. We may have told the story on a drive before. We moved here. We thought our daughter was going to struggle because she's a little more reserved and shy. We thought our son was going to thrive because he's very outgoing, whatever. And he actually had the worst time because he expected a parade when he went to school. They're like, new guy from Virginia, woo! And he was like, they're like, no, that kid moved yesterday. You can have his desk. Yeah, and there was like 4 new kids that day. Yeah. So,
but it is. It's it's a small world after all. Kind of makes sense. This is one. I know one of the things that I love the most about this area is that it is so diverse. Yeah. And that we are able to see people from different places with different customs, and I treasure that. I think that is the most amazing thing. I'm so appreciative of that, and at the same time, you find out that there's people from your hometown that are 2 doors down from you that you would have never guessed. So at any rate, are you ready to end this?
Well, I'm just going to give the counterpoint to that. There's so many people. So many new people means there are stresses on infrastructure. There's schools. Where we went in our video last week, there's a new elementary school and a new middle school being built. Like, we have so many plans this fall. So, like, in other words, at the time we air this video, in 3 weeks...
do you want me to go here?
It's closed. You can't.
Oh,
so,
okay, never mind.
You're gonna go toward Animal Kingdom because that'll take us to Western Way.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
By the swan and dolphin there in front of us.
Yeah.
That's the swan. You can tell because it's got the fish. I'm sorry. That's the dolphin. The dolphin. A swan is a fish. Sure it is, Eric. Sure. Okay. No. So that's the dolphin. Even though that's a fish, that doesn't look like a dolphin.
All right. Move on.
Sorry. A lot of new people, and so we're opening new high school in just our section. There's 2 new high schools. There's Lake Buena Vista High School and Horizon High School, both opening this fall. So to imagine in one county, in one section of one county, opening 2 brand new high schools to hold 5,000 students. Touron, can't go. That's okay. that's my fault. But see how she didn't do it. Yeah. See how she didn't go over there. See how she didn't do that. So. Just go toward Disney Springs. It's fine.
Oh, we could go to Disney Springs. There's a pillow there I want at the Disney store.
Let's go get it right now.
Okay, good.
See how magical that is?
Yep.
My point is lots of new things happen. That's actually a negative. So many new people is great, but so many new people can be a challenge. So we sort of ambled as we do.
As we do.
But we did get to show you, I think, what happened is the essence of everything we were talking about. We just popped over to Disney. We're going to go to Disney Springs right now and buy a pillow.
Yeah,
sure we are.
It's a pillow. It says home, but it has the castle in the
I'll
middle
put it on
of
your
it.
Instagram, and then people can see that we got the pillow. Okay. Anyway, we ambled, but I think it showed you the point and counterpoint of what we're doing. So mission accomplished.
Well done.
Moving on, let's eat the secret apple fritter and banana nut muffin.
I've been holding on to this banana nut muffin this whole tour, and I am
good for you.
I want it.
Well, you can have it if you can eat it now. It's fine.
All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. I'm glad you guys like these videos and you watch them. We appreciate you so much.
We do.
Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you with all our hearts, and most importantly, happy hustling. Bye bye.